Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys seen from the title, we're going to be creating this makeup look, super nice, super glowy, and we're also going to be having a really deep chat about how we can achieve our goals, because I don't know about you guys, but last year I was unable to achieve the goals that I set myself, which was really disappointing and upsetting. So this year I promised myself to achieve the things that I wanted to, and so far so good. So I thought that I'd share the tips with you guys as well. Let's get started. No matter how bad it may be, the first thing you need to do is accept your journey. What I mean is take accountability of your mistakes and also how you're going to progress through them. It is so easy to blame other people for your downfall. Step number 2 is to get rid of what ifs. Let go of them. Stop holding on to the past so much. Otherwise, you'll never be able to move on to the future, right? If you're always thinking about the past, what if things happened differently, or what if this happened this way, you're still living in the past. Let go of that, move forward and start living in the future, and then that's when things can progress better. Don't mind my messy palette, but step number 3 is focus on you. Stop worrying about everybody around you and comparing your day 1 to somebody's day 10. What do I mean by that? Because I said this to my sister the other day and she's like, what are you on about? So what do I mean by that is as simple as it sounds. I used to compare my journey in the gym, for example, with somebody who's been going to the gym for years more. No one else can help your journey but you. Your goals are for you. Don't share them with anybody else. Keep them personal between you, and that way you can really achieve the things that you want to. Once you start comparing your goals to other people, that's when downfall happens, because people might act like they really want the best for you, but you never truly know a person's intentions. And I don't just mean friends, I mean family too, unfortunately. A lot of the times we compare ourselves to other people around us, such as family, friends, and also people on social media. It's unfair and also makes you demotivated to achieve greatness, because you're constantly comparing yourself to somebody else who has achieved greatness a long time ago. Like I said, like I'll keep on saying, your journey is your journey alone. Everybody is on their own journey. And also the person that you may be comparing yourself to also had the same journey, but maybe it was a long time ago and you're comparing your day 1 with their 1 year in. It's unfair and it's unrealistic. Make sure you rely on yourself to avoid disappointment. Comparing your journey with somebody else's will take the spotlight from your own journey. Don't do that to yourself. Also, stop looking at social media and thinking this is reality. It's not. Keep your growth away from social media. Social media is fake. We all know this. However, it's still so easy to compare our lives with people on social media. I don't know why we do this to ourselves, yet we still compare our lives to somebody's highlights. Understand your why. Why have you set these goals for yourself? Why are they important to accomplish? Why do you want to do this? If you don't have a why, then more likely there is no reason for you to accomplish these goals. Sometimes reevaluating our goals is really important. Check if your goals still align with the person you are today. Understand why you want to achieve those goals and how important they truly are to you. If you don't have a valid reason, then maybe they're not as important as you thought. Once you fully understand your why you're doing this, your journey will be a lot easier. Trust me. Stop being lazy. I know, it's a lot easier said than done, but stop it. Laziness is the worst thing that you could ever do to yourself. This year, take "I'll do it later" out of your dictionary. I'll go to the gym later, I'll read this book later, I'll do this assignment later. But later never comes. A couple of weeks have gone past, a month has gone past, and you're still saying later. Cut it out. Write your goals down. I know I look like Rudolph and you can probably not take me seriously right now, so let me blend this out. Okay, that's a little bit better. But write your goals down. Why do I think this is important? For me personally, I am not a type of person that likes to do journaling and all of this type of stuff. But this year I have started, and I've started to write down things that are important to me, how I can achieve them and how I can accomplish them in the year. Writing your goals on paper just helps you to have a clearer image of what you want to achieve. And no, it doesn't have to be paper. It can just be the notes on your iPhone. It doesn't really matter where it is. Just make sure it's written down, and you also have a timestamp of when you want to achieve this. With your timestamp, don't make it unrealistic. Make sure it's something that you can achieve within the time limit that you have given yourself. If you give yourself unrealistic timestamps and you haven't achieved it by the time you wanted to, it can really demotivate you. So make sure that you think about the timestamp that you're giving yourself and how you can accomplish this within that time. Make sure that it's realistic. I know that when we're younger, our parents say that we can achieve anything in the world, and I really wish that was true. And maybe in some ways it is true. It's just about how long we give ourselves to do that. You can't just expect to do something so crazy and achieve something so crazy when you've given yourself a week to do so. This is why realistic timestamps are so important. Whatever your goals may be, make time for them, because there is honestly no point having goals but you're so busy to actually focus on them. It makes no sense. So make time for your own goals before it's too late. I know a lot of people think that self-love is not important, but it truly is. If you know someone and you think really highly of them, you're always going to talk about them in such a positive way. You're going to always make sure that they feel good when you're around them, and you're always going to talk highly of them, correct? Correct. So why are we not doing that to ourselves? You really need to start being your biggest cheerleader, because no one in the world truly cares. And I know that sounds really, really harsh, but it's true. No one cares. Keep your wins hidden. Why do I say this? Because evil eye is a real thing, guys. I know people may think that the people around them have their best interest at heart, but you just never know. In this day and age, it seems like no one has anybody's best interest at heart, unfortunately. So just avoid the whole situation and keep your wins hidden. Keep it between you. At the end of the day, this is your goals. No one really cares if you achieve them or not. The only person who should care if you achieve them is yourself. So you don't need to share your whole news with everyone around you, because the only person that really cares is yourself. Just keep them hidden. Be consistent with your goals. If you want to achieve something, then you need to put your time and effort into that every single day. Not just on the weekend, every single day. Accept failure. Sometimes we don't achieve things because we set ourselves unrealistic goals or unrealistic time periods. And sometimes we see failure and we give up so easily. We shouldn't do that. We should use it to our advantage and see it as something that is positive. You failing at something just teaches you that it didn't work that way and that you should perhaps try a different way. Failure does not mean that you're not good enough. It just means that the way that you tackled that situation didn't work. So try a different way. Let's think of another solution to make it work, instead of giving up so easily on our dreams and ourselves. Make sure that you stay positive. Whatever goals that you have set yourself, make sure you wake up, think about it in a positive way and go and achieve them instead of thinking about it like a chore. If you think about your goals in a positive way, you're more likely to achieve them. Setting yourself goals is actually the first step to making something that's invisible actually visible. A goal without a plan is just another wish. You are never too old to set yourself a goal. Don't think because you're a certain age that you can't achieve greatness. We can all achieve greatness at different ages and stages of our lives. So do not make that as an excuse. It's not about having time, it's about making time for your goals and your achievements. The main reason that we don't achieve our goals is actually because all we do is make excuses. First of all, what is this? That's actually a lot harder than I thought. So let me do my lip liner and come back. Now back to what I was saying. A lot of the times that you don't achieve greatness is because all we do is make excuses. We complain about this or that or how we can't achieve this and that. They're all just excuses. So let's let go of all of the excuses and start thinking about reasons on why we should achieve this. I'm going to go back in with the lip liner and make this a little bit darker. Unfortunately, I'm not home and my lip liner is all gone. Another tip that really helped me is to start where you are. This is probably one of my favorite tips that I could give you, and if you're watching this is the one that I would really recommend you take. A lot of the times it's really easy to make excuses and to say that I can't do this because of this reason or this reason. Just forget about every reason in the entire world and just start. For example, when I first started YouTube, I actually started, I think maybe 5 or 6 years ago, but a lot of the times I made excuses on why I shouldn't continue. So honestly, just start where you are, forget about all those other obstacles in the way, and just look forward and start. The journey towards your goal is more important than the goal itself. Sometimes all we think about is the goal, but the journey is actually what's most important. So the last tip I'm going to leave you with is actually not a tip, it's a question. What is stopping you from achieving your greatness?